What's up, everybody? My name is Jay Crum. I'm an artist here in Omaha, Nebraska. If you are an artist or you are creative, you are definitely going to want to watch this video. I get a lot of messages or even have conversations with people asking, how do I grow my fan base? How do I become more successful? How do I get, show requests? How can I get my streams up? Basically, how do I improve my career? I'm not an expert. I'm not that guy. I'm not any of that. But I do have some valuable information on how any of you can grow your fan base if you're starting from the ground up and you just really want to get started. I think the first thing you got to really consider is this: what is your definition of success? If you can figure out what it is for you personally, what does your success look like? Then you won't be caught up looking on social media and comparing and getting discouraged because somebody is bigger than you or moving further than you or whatever. If anyone is listening to my music, if that's your goal, right? If that's your definition of success, is getting people to listen. If anyone is listening to it, you're reaching those goals. You're moving forward. If that number is growing, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you don't have to worry about who's is moving faster or whatever. So get that in your mind first. Figure out what your personal definition of success is. So number 2 would be effective marketing. And so what I mean by effective marketing is getting your music in front of people who are going to continue to stream it, getting your music in front of people who you're going to be able to continue to reach out to without having to pay or having to depend on, any outside sources to reach out to again. So sometimes when I see somebody, they're doing their campaign for their new single, let's send it to a popular YouTube channel, or let's send it to a popular website like Hip Hop DX or Rapzilla or whatever, and they'll get some fans, they'll get some streams from it, they'll grow a little bit from it and everything. But the only problem is you can't retarget those people. Sometimes people will come over and they'll sign up for your email list and everything, but it's really, really difficult. Why? Because that data is not yours. That data is theirs. And so you don't have access to the analytics. You don't have access to any of those things. And so you're not really sure where your fans are. You're not sure where, or who they are or what they're into or whatever. It's harder to really kind of narrow that down. And with effective marketing, you want to be able to narrow it down to to a niche, right? You want to narrow it down as much as possible because that's where you're gonna find the most rabid fans. And the more rabid fans you have, the more organic your growth is going to be. So what I like to do, along with playlists and blogs and YouTube channels and stuff like that, is using detailed targeting for my social media ads. So I do that through Facebook and Instagram. I pair them up together, and I'm able to kind of put together these ad sets of artists that are similar to me or artists that I think my fans where I'll find a lot of my fans as well. Make ads to get my music in front of them. So when they're scrolling their Instagram or their Facebook or whatever, my video will pop up in front of them. And so I have seen most of my growth and most of my popularity come from that. So now you don't have to rely on a blog. You don't have to rely on a website. You don't have to rely on, these people to make your fans. 1, define your success, and 2, learn effective marketing. So 3rd would be networking. So if you're anything like me, you may not live in a big area where there's a bunch of other creatives and everything. I live in Omaha, Nebraska, right? And so you don't live in Atlanta, you don't live in New York, you don't live in Los Angeles, and so it might be a little bit harder for you to network, or it might be you might be frustrated because you're sending all these DMs and these messages to these bigger artists who live across the world or across the nation, and they're not answering you, right? They're not answering the tweets, they're not answering your DMs, they're not answering your messages, they're not answering none of that, right? Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with shooting your shot. Okay, shoot your shot. That is fine. But instead of always trying to network vertically, maybe you should do some more networking horizontally. And what I mean by that is, instead of always reaching out to more popular artists to grow your brand, maybe working with an artist who is on the same level as you so that you both can eat from it would be more beneficial for you. I say that because of this. I have a song out right now called Made for This. I love it. It's a great song. I worked with one of my favorite artists called No Big Deal. Now, No Big Deal was great to work with. He was always quick with responses. He was cool. We even got to meet. It was dope. But he's a way bigger artist than me. And I think around the same time as that song was dropping, he was getting ready to drop his mixtape. So he wasn't able to really be behind it, but based off the strength of his popularity, the song did pretty good. He tweeted about it, and he posted it on his story, which is more than a lot of bigger artists will do. But he did that. So that was super dope, you know. I have another song out called Elevate with Monty the Hokage. Me and him are kind of on the same level. We both have similar goals, and it's doing just as good as Made for This. It actually might be doing a little bit better. I haven't checked the numbers for a little bit, but it might be doing a little bit better than Made for This. But it's because, you know, it's helped both me and Monty grow our fan bases, right? Because he's getting all behind the promotion just as much as I am, because we have the time and we both need the attention and we both need to have this song help move us forward. And so what I found was working with people who are on the same level can be just as, if not more effective, of growing your fan base. So network vertically. It's okay, shoot your shot, but even more so network horizontally. We always say to people, build your tables, build your own tables. Because a lot of times we try to go when we sit at these big tables and we don't feel like we belong, and then we get mad because we don't feel, we feel like people are shading us or they're sleeping on us or whatever. I hear people say all the time, they're sleeping on me, man. They don't rock with me, man. I don't feel accepted. I'm gonna go do this other thing. People change their whole brands, the way that they rock. They change their message. They compromise on their beliefs and all those things because they don't feel like they were accepted by people with a similar thing as them. And it's important to really build your own tables, man. It's important to do that because what you're trying to be a part of is something somebody else built. And they probably have their reasons of why they don't let everybody in. I'm not saying it's always right. I'm not saying that it's always okay, but I am saying that's just how it is sometimes. So with that being said, it's important to build your own tables, because I found when I started building my own stuff, right? When I found, we were doing stuff with Streetlight, and we found, we were dropping videos all the time, and we were dropping all these collabs, and we were dropping all the time. There were bigger artists who were now like retweeting us, right? There is now bigger artists who are like, yo, what's going on in Omaha? There's now bigger artists who are like, yo, like, you guys are moving, right? So I went to A3C, and there were these bigger artists that I had been rocking with for a long time that are now coming up to me and are like, yo, I like what you're doing. Yo, I want to work. I want to come out to Omaha. I want to, these are things that they want to do because of some of the things that me and my team have built. And so it's important, man, to network, and network with the people around you, network horizontally, and occasionally it's okay to shoot vertically, but don't let that be the only thing that you do. There's value in the people around you. There's value in the people who are in the same level as you. There's value in that, and don't overlook that. So last but not least, it would be creating effective social media posts. So I like to use the rule of thirds. So number one would be promoting your own content, right? So your new single, your new video, whatever, promote that, right? So that would say a third of the time be doing that. Another third of the time, you need to be posting value for your fans. So whether that be a blog, whether that be advice, whether that be, shout outs or whatever, you want to make sure that you are giving some type of value. I like to do it through vlogs and stuff like this, just giving value. And then the other third of the time, it would be just interacting with your fans. So that would be going live, right? That would be asking answering questions. Instagram has a cool thing of ask me anything, and then people can ask you questions and stuff like that. So that would be another way to really just interact with people. So a third of the time be doing that as well. So if you can do that, all of those things once a day, I think you'll be in a good spot. Hopefully this stuff helped. Like I said, I'm not an expert by any means, but I have seen some success with that. let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments if this has helped. And let me know how I can help you guys. You can reach out to me. You can text my superphone. You can shoot me a DM. Shoot me an email. It's whatever. I always try to respond to everything. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Lots more stuff coming. You guys stay tuned.